Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So we are going to start a series on the 50 projects in 50 days. The very basics, three fundamental things like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This series is for beginners as well as the coders like experienced persons. So we are going to learn the very basics projects in these three technologies. So it will help you to work on your real life projects. We will cover all the things like responsiveness of the websites, API handlings, and lot more things in these three technologies. So this is idea. So I have taken this idea from the great teachers Brad Traversy. You can see in Udemy on Udemy. So the original price of this course is 3399. So we are going to learn these all the projects. So what you will learn in these projects? So you can see here. So project based on the teaching to sharpen your HTML, CSS and JavaScript skills. Modern styling with flexbox, CSS animations, custom properties, etc. Perfect for it is perfect for beginners looking for things to build unique projects in a short time frame. And we will also learn DOM manipulation, events, array methods, and HTTP requests and more as I said earlier. So on my Instagram channel, I have posted it the projects. So this is my Instagram channel. So if you haven't follow it me, so you can follow me on. You can search this Frontend Genius on Instagram. So I keep posted regularly here about these projects, uh, like example the soundboard projects and form input wave projects. So we will learn all these projects one by one. The first project we are going to learn is expanding cards. So this is the projects about the expanding cards which built using the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is the project. We are going to build this from scratch. So let's get started. So firstly, go to the HTML and CSS guidebook.com and get it the HTML skeleton. This is the very basic, we can say that this skeleton of HTML page, and paste it in your favorite editor. So I am using it here a VS Code editor, and we are going to work on this editor. Firstly, yeah, so I'm going to teach you from very basic. Some of you already know what is HTML tag, what is meta tag and doc type and all, but it is for someone who don't know, who are very beginner in the in this HTML, CSS and JavaScripts. In doc type HTML is it's not a tag of HTML. All HTML document must start with the doc type declaration. The declaration is not an HTML tag, it is an information to the browser about what document type to expect. Another thing is the HTML. You have to mention the language of your project. So char set, so UTF-8 and your page title. So we can change the page title here is a expanding cards. Okay. Then this meta tag, and this is a link tag. We are linking our style here like href style dot css. So here we have created the css file. You can also created a one folder here in your in your desktop or wherever you want, and created these three files, HTML, index.html, script.js, and style.css. Okay, and yeah, so you can style here also. So there are if you know that there are three ways to style in HTML, like inline, external, and in this style tag. Okay, so we are not styling in this style tag. We have created a external file for that. and another one is script tag. So this tag will be used for writing our JavaScript code. Okay, so you can also give the link here, script.js. So this is a very basic. Okay, so main thing is that keep install the extension of this uh, live server. So you can go here and search the extension that live server and install that extension. So if I click on that, go to live, it will goes to browser and open our page. So this is our very first basic page that in our project. So we are going to modify this, right? So we will move this, delete this div, and so let's create a div. Okay. Give a class container. Okay, in container there will be a div. We are going to give the class panel. Okay, and keep first uh, what we can say that the panel is active. So we are going the active class for the first. We will update this by using the script, right? And the s3 to explore the world, the first title, and give the inline style background image here. So this is the URL of this image. You will get this image from the unsplash.com. Paste here the URL, format, selection. We will check in the browser what we can see. Yeah, so right now it looks very weird, explore the world, but we will style it later. So the another one is we will copy this and paste it here. Remove the active class, and the background image is second one is this is the background image. The title of this second one is wild forest. Okay, again copy this, make it for all these, like we have these five, 1 2 3 4 5, so five panels. So now we are about to finish our HTML page. So if you see on the browser, it looks like this. Yeah. So now we are going to style this page in our style.css. So firstly, we are going to import the Google fonts by import URL. We are pasting the Google font URL here. After giving a style, so this is the asterisk symbol in CSS. It means that whatever the style we are giving here, it will apply to every element in our page. So we are giving the box sizing, border box. Okay. Giving the body and family. This should be a MULI. Display flex. Display flex. So this is a property of flexbox in CSS 3. Align items, center, justify content, center. So these three things are most of the use while when you want to center a content or center a div, anything that you want. So this is the flexbox styling, right? Giving a height 100, viewport height. So this is a viewport height, overflow hidden, giving a margin 0. By applying to CSS our container, display flex, giving the width 90, viewport width W. Now moving toward our panel. So background size will be cover, position is center, position of the image is center, and background repeat. We don't want to repeat the image. No repeat. Height of our cards is 80 viewport height, giving some border radius to look nicely. Border radius 50 px. Color is white, and cursor pointer flex 0.5. Margin we are giving 10 px. Position relative, giving some animation, WebKit, transition. So these are the animation properties we are giving to our panels. WebKit, transition, all 700 ms is in. So this is for our panel, giving the style for the title like panel, in panel h3. So font size 24 pixel. You can give it in a RAM also here, but I keep it in pixel. Position absolute. So I'm going to stop you here a little bit about. So this is the main thing most of in interviews is asked is what is position related to position absolute. So I am giving you a what kind of I am giving you to search on this. So how position relative and how position absolute is work. Okay, note it down. And bottom 20 px, left 20 px, margin giving 0, opacity 0. So here we are giving a style for the active one, panel dot active should be flex 5 dot panel active h3, opacity is 1, transition opacity 0.3 second is in 0.4 second. Okay, so I think we have done our CSS here. Yes. And yeah, so what we are going to done here is, by using the CSS we are going the opacity of 1 when the panel is active, and when the panel is deactive, that time we are giving the opacity is 0. It means that you can assume it as a opacity 0 means hidden. Okay. Same like a uh, active panel, we are giving it as a flex 5, means it will be shown as a wide, and we are giving it here as a flex 0.5. So if we see on the browser, yeah, so this is the loop when we see after our CSS. If you can see that we are giving the first one as a active class in HTML, we are giving the active here. So what, so moving toward our script.js, so we are making it as a dynamically. So if you click on this, so this will be go to the wide, and this will be hidden. So let's get moving toward our JavaScript. So we are going to start the code for the JavaScript. Working on the JavaScript is really fun. You can make your content a dynamic. So let's take a first const panels. So document dot query selector all, getting the all panel here. And what we are going to do here is uh, loop each panel, okay, and active, and remove the active class of each panel by clicking from the user. So let's get started. So first create the panels dot for each. So panel, one thing I'm going to uh, what can I say, that the good practice of coding is giving the perfect name of your variables. Like if someone in your real life project, if someone is looking at your code, you don't need to be give each code or each function a comment. So you can easily understand that, right? This is the panels, this is all the panels, and this is each panel. So this is panels, and this is panel. So panel dot add event listener. So click, when the user click, this is the arrow function in JavaScript. You can search about the arrow function. Very important topic of JavaScript, what is arrow function, what is the pros and cons of arrow functions, how this works in arrow functions. Search about these topics on Google. So here panel dot class list dot add active. Okay, so what we are going to here is active the class, but we also want to remove the active class earlier, which one is activate. So for that we are going to create a function is function remove active classes and in that function looping over our panels dot for each. There are methods of array to loop, map, filters, reduce. So we are going to use here is each for each. So panel arrow function in the panel dot class list dot remove the class active. Okay, and we are going to call this function in when the user click. So first it will remove the class and then it will get active, the clickable one, right? So if you save this file and check in our browser, reload the browser. Oh, it's not working yet. What's the problem? uh, what is the problem? I think this is so going to for each, and here we are calling it. Do we link the script tag? Yes, we are linking script. So after spending some time, like we can say that in our programming world, debugging on the code. So earlier it is not working, but I found the solution that I I place the script tag here in the head tag. You can also place here, but after removing this and place it into the below of the our HTML code, now this will work. So if we check, look at this, so this will work. And this is very important thing, like many interviewer asks, so what is the best way to add your script tag in your HTML file? So why this will work and why this is the best way? So what it tells to browser that load me after loading all your HTML and CSS. After that I will work. So not load me first, then HTML and CSS. So that's how the script work in browser. So this is very important topic of how script load in browser. So that's it for today's guys. So we have learned this project step by step. So if you have any problem, so comment it down in the comment box. Let me know, or if you want to know more about these little things in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can also DM me on my Instagram channel. Sorry, here comment it down here. So thank you guys for watching this video.